is doing to help Central Washington University bring back its mental health program. That special report from Emily Goodell coming up.
The Benton Franklin Health District does its first supply handout for people who are affected by the ongoing fire at the Finley Lineage Warehouse.
And Riley Fitzgerald tells us about a group of students who are racing to read this morning. She'll be in to explain the program for kids.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, May 31st, 2024, and it's a beautiful day out there right now.
It really is.
And that's wonderful because we have spring testing happening with the hydroplanes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And we'll have Riley in to talk a little bit about that. But first, let's check in right away this morning on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona.
Tiffany, how's it looking out there?
It's looking fantastic this morning, and the weather is looking great. We have a lot of events going on this weekend, and we're going to talk more about those events and give you the forecast over the next hour. Now we're looking at plenty of sunshine out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. Temperatures are on the chilly side, so don't be surprised as you walk out the door. You'll need that extra layer. It's 43 in the Tri-Cities, 46 in Walla Walla, 45 in Pendleton, 41 in Prosser, and 42 degrees in Yakima. But we're going to warm up pretty quickly. When the kids are headed to school, temperatures will likely be in the middle 50s at that time, but they'll still need that sweatshirt or the sweater. But then by recess, we're in the lower 70s, upper 70s as they're heading home. I'm sure they're want to play in the backyard a little bit longer this afternoon and even early this evening. If you have any evening plans, if you want to walk the dog or even go eat out at your favorite restaurant outdoors, the weather is looking fantastic. Temperatures dropping out of the 80s and into the 70s. We will cool off pretty quickly from 7 to 9 o'clock as temperatures drop into the upper 60s. We're going to keep it warm as we head into the weekend, but rain could impact part of your weekend. We'll let you know so you can plan it out coming up in a little bit. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. There is a shortage of mental health care professionals across the nation, something that comprehensive health care in Yakima is struggling with.
But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us they're taking a new approach to try and change that.
Comprehensive healthcare officials tell me that limited flight options and a concern about lack of access to specialized medical care in the Yakima community oftentimes may prevent candidates from coming in across the country. That's why they're looking a little closer to home. Central Washington University hit pause on their mental health counseling graduate program last year due to staffing issues.
We had 4 faculty and then we only had 1 left. So that made it difficult to continue.
But now comprehensive healthcare is giving them $770,000 to start their program back up and hire new staff to support it.
It's the #1 asked about graduate program at the university currently. So I think the demand is there.
And the need for qualified mental health counselors is high.
We have still struggled post-COVID with really having high turnover rates for behavioral health specialists, but also having a number of positions open that have been open 12 plus months. So it's still a huge issue.
The hope that CWU's master's level program will create a pipeline to get more behavioral therapists in the door and staying long term.
We really try to connect to those individuals that have family, have roots here, and that really want to stay in their communities and serve. So I think it's a high probability.
The university will start hiring for those positions soon, with the goal of starting classes in January 2025. If all goes as planned, Comprehensive Healthcare says they could see those new candidates coming out of that program as early as the summer of 2026. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The Kennewick Police Department has arrested a third person in the assault of a teen and the theft of his name brand clothing.
Authorities say a 17-year-old boy is under arrest on suspicion of robbery in the 1st degree and assault in the 2nd degree. Authorities say the juvenile was found yesterday in the 3500 block of West Hood Avenue. They say the teen and 2 others walked up to a juvenile male in a parking lot on North Union Street, beat him, and stole his shoes. The teen was taken to the Juvenile Justice Center and a search warrant was executed on his apartment. And continuing coverage now, there's new information on the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students.
Investigators say DNA evidence ties Brian Koberger to the off-campus home where the students were killed in November of 2022. Koberger's lawyers say he was out driving alone the night of the murders, and they have a technology expert who's analyzing data to track Koberger's phone on that night. They're also saying that police haven't turned over all of the video surveillance requested. Several people who live in the Findlay area and are suffering from the smoke effects from the Lineage warehouse fire were able to get some supplies to help.
The Ben Franklin Health District, along with help from Benton County Fire District 1, handed out N95 masks, filters, and box fans at Riverview High School last night. The supplies are for Findlay residents and others who have been impacted by the fire. The N95 masks that are properly fitted can significantly reduce exposure to harmful particles in wildfire smoke, and that's according to the Health District. And the Health District is expected to hold another event for supply giveaways soon.
Looking ahead to the weekend now, the Yakima Airport is having its first ever Aviation Day this Saturday, a free, family-friendly event all about flight.
Airport officials say their last air show was in 1997, and this is a first step towards getting that back. While there won't be an air show this time, there will be aircrafts on display, planes flying in and out, food vendors, live music, and activities for the kids. Plus, pilots and other airport staff will be on hand to talk about what they do and how they got to where they are now.
For me, one of the more important things is that it's a kind of an opportunity for young people and adults who might be interested in an aviation-related career to come and meet with people who are in that industry.
The event is happening from 10 to 4 on Saturday. It's at the Yakima Airport. Paid parking is available at the airport, and free parking is available across the street at Perry Tech.
Today, hydroplanes hit the Columbia River for the start of the boat race season. H1 Unlimited boats in Grand Prix Americas are going to be out on the water.
Our very own Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now from Columbia Park in Kennewick as they get ready for the Tri-City Water Folly Spring testing. Good morning, Riley. How can people get involved today?
Hey, good morning. From 9 to 5 today, boats will be on the water. Hydroplanes are hitting the Columbia today. Some of these hydroplanes have been out here since yesterday, but once again, they won't be out until a little bit later on this morning. Today, if you want to watch spring training, admission is free, but there will be a $5 close by parking fee at Columbia Park. Other outlying parking will be free. I recognize some of these boats out here from yesterday, like the H1 bucket list there. It's the orange one that they're getting ready to put on the water. They stopped by a local middle school as a reading a reward that was part of the Racing to Read program. Participating middle school students who read 10 or more books during the school year got free tickets to the boat races in July. This year, Horse Heaven Hills middle schoolers won by having the most participation, and that meant the students got to see these hydroplanes up close, staged right in front of their school. We'll hear all about their experience coming up in about half an hour on Good Morning Northwest. Once again today, the boats will be on the Columbia from 9 to 5 o'clock, and if you don't catch it today, you'll have to wait until Father's Day weekend for the Richland Regatta. Live in Kennewick with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jill and Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley, and it sounds like so much fun. Cannot wait for that. Yeah, and straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, Russia is making threats towards the United States over a policy change.
How this ties into the war in Ukraine and the weapons being used. That's brand new this morning. We'll be right back.
Having more than 5 sunburns doubles your risk of melanoma. Use sunscreen with an SPF of at least 15. There's more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
The Memorial Day savings have been extended at all Walker's Furniture stores with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands. Get the biggest savings of the season or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing.
During these final days at Walker's.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
Sometimes it's hard to see past the looming repair and replacement costs all around your house. Finally, you can stop seeing money and start saving money with First American Home Warranty. First American covers the systems and appliances you depend on every day. Air conditioning, refrigerator, washer and dryer, electrical, plumbing, and more.
If there's one guarantee in home ownership, it's that things are going to break down.
When an appliance or system breaks down, First American sends a trusted contractor to fix it.
And if they can't fix it, they will replace it.
Members pay low monthly rates with unlimited claims and 24/7 customer service.
We've saved thousands of dollars that we've been able to reinvest into our home.
All plans include a no questions asked money back guarantee and flexible payment options so you can never pay for covered repairs again.
Call 1-800-209-8578. That's 1-800-209-8578. Call now.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer you?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. New this morning, Moscow is threatening the U.S. and NATO for a history-making policy change. The Biden administration is letting Ukraine use American munitions for limited strikes on Russian soil.
Amy Kiley has details of the decision and the possible implications.
Moscow says the U.S. and other NATO members, quote, will have to answer for letting Ukraine use their munitions for strikes inside Russia. Two officials with knowledge of the White House decision say it's narrow in scope, but it's a major policy change.
The time has come to consider some of these restrictions to enable the Ukrainians to really defend themselves.
The White House news comes the same day the NATO Secretary General urged members to loosen their weapons restrictions.
The last weeks and months, most of the heavy fighting has taken place actually along the border between Russia and Ukraine in the Kharkiv region.
That's the only area the U.S. is authorizing strikes on Russian soil, and only as counterfire or to stop an attack Russia is preparing. The Biden administration is not allowing the use of long-range missiles. The Russian foreign minister says if the U.S. deploys intermediate and short-range missiles in Europe and Asia, Moscow could react with, quote, nuclear deterrence. Meanwhile, the Pentagon repeatedly denied any policy change right before news of one broke.
I will be crystal clear. There has been no change to our policy. The security assistance that we provide Ukraine is for use within Ukraine.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
And up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got a special treat for you from a Washington zoo on the west side. And you know how much we love animals around here. And if you love baby animals too, then don't miss this next story.
And will we possibly see some rain? And if so, when? Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
The Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row has been extended, and with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away. Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Fred's has the GE Profile one-and-done laundry machine in stock and on sale for only $22.99. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire Today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now. 1-844-254-8536.
The Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended. And with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Tonight has a case we all thought was solved.
Somebody has my daughter.
Holly Bobo.
Holly Bobo.
Holly Bobo. Been blown wide open.
Now, the key witness changing his story.
What does he tell you?
Tells me he made the whole thing up.
2020 tonight on ABC.
It's the all-new Apple Valley News Now weekend with local news, regional news, first alert weather, and much more every Saturday and Sunday, including a complete wrap-up Sunday night at 11. Apple Valley News Now weekend from Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Tiffany Savona.
Happy Friday, everyone. The weather is looking great to wrap up the work week. It's a bit on the chilly side early this morning once again, similar to what we dealt with at this time yesterday morning, but not quite as cold in the Yakima Valley. We're at 42 right now in Yakima, but we're still down in the 30s in Ellensburg and Cle Elum, 44 at Hanford, 42 in Prosser, 43 in the Tri-Cities, and 46 degrees in Walla Walla. Now the winds are fairly light this morning and they're going to stay light throughout the day today. Our winds right now out of the south and west anywhere between 4 and about 9 miles per hour. Satellite and radar showing that we are clear, but notice the clouds aren't too far away. These are associated with our next storm system, and these clouds will be gradually spilling in tonight into your Saturday and Sunday. Today, enjoy the sunshine though, and it will be a seasonable day, warmer than what we've seen lately. But still, this is where we should be for this time of year for it being the end of May. 80 in the Tri-Cities, but everyone else should probably top out in the upper 70s. 78 Walla Walla, 79 in Hermiston, 77 in Prosser, 79 Toppenish, and 78 degrees in Yakima. Tonight, clouds will be increasing. It will be a mild night, so not quite as chilly as it is right now. We're only dropping into the low and middle 50s by early Saturday morning. Saturday, the clouds will be here when you wake up. It's not going to be as pretty of a day. We won't see nearly as much sunshine, but I think we're going to stay dry, maybe a sprinkle at best. Notice any shower activity is closer to the Cascades, so I think the rain really won't reach us until late in the day on Sunday. So most of your weekend looking dry. That's good news. We have a big event happening in downtown Kennewick tomorrow. It's the Classy Chassis Car Show and Shine. It kicks off at 10 o'clock, runs through 3. Temperatures in the lower 70s for the start of the event, and then those temperatures climbing into the lower 80s, and the wind will be picking up during the afternoon, but no rain to worry about. It's going to be a beautiful day to be outside tomorrow. And the rest of the region showing highs tomorrow in the upper 70s along the foothills of the Blues, 78 in Yakima, 80 in Toppenish, and it will be breezy for everyone. Winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, potentially gusting up to 30 at times. We take you into Saturday night. Sunday morning, we're dry. We're going to stop the clock here Sunday at noon. Notice the showers are still along and west of the Cascades. So Sunday, it's certainly not going to rain all day. I don't think the rain pushes in until Sunday afternoon, and it'll move in from west to east with the best chances along the Blues and along the east slopes of the Cascades. I don't think we're going to see a lot of rain as far as rain in the rain gauge across the Columbia Basin. So how much rain are we talking? Well, we could see a little bit. You can see where we really miss out right across the Columbia Basin. So maybe a few hundredths, a tenth of an inch at best in the Tri-Cities, 10 to possibly up to a quarter of an inch in the Yakima Valley. And the winters once again will likely be along the foothills of the Blues, where Dayton, Walla Walla, Pendleton, you could see a half an inch, maybe a little bit more. And you could see that yellowish shading. The highest highest rain totals with this next system will be across the western half of the state. So I know there's a lot going on our 7-day forecast, so I'll break it down for you. 82, breezy, dry tomorrow as we start off the month of June. Sunday, mainly dry in the Tri-Cities. We have Pride Fest going on. That's 12 to 6. I think at least the first half is going to be dry. Maybe a couple of showers as things are wrapping up, though, and then better chances for rain Sunday night into the day on Monday. And look at next Thursday, 90. That's not incorrect. We're going to see a big warm up by the end of next week. Yakima, 78 today, 78 and breezy tomorrow, and then showers pushing in Sunday afternoon and continuing on Monday. Ladies, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. More than 70 animals have been brought into a Texas animal shelter since Tuesday after severe storms swept through the area.
The shelter is so over capacity that it ran out of space, so it's housing these lost pets in cleaning kennels until they can be reunited with their families. Staff is doing everything they can to get these pets back home quickly. They've only been able to reunite 12 pets with their owners, and the shelter stresses the importance of getting your pet microchipped so they can be easily reunited with you if they ever get lost. And speaking of animals, for the first time in its 125-year history, the Woodland Park Zoo released ultrasound images of one of its pregnant gorillas.
Zoo officials say the gorilla is due to give birth in just a couple of weeks. Julie Calhoun has the story.
They know what to do. They're generally really respectful of a baby.
A troop of 7 gorillas at the Woodland Park Zoo are getting ready to welcome a new one. And Akenji is preparing to be a mom for the first time.
Her stomach has really expanded. You could really see that she's quote unquote showing now.
With a month to go, Baby Watch is in full force.
They know me very well.
Rachel Vass is the interim animal care manager and has been working closely with the gorillas for 11 years. This will be the 4th baby born since her time here.
They are pregnant for 9 months, just like we are. They're babies, lucky them. They're only about 4 to 4.5 pounds.
And for 22-year-old Akenji, this is the first time she'll give birth because she's had experiences other women do too.
She has been pregnant before, but unfortunately miscarried. It is not uncommon for these guys. We're finding evidence of that in humans as well, where people and animals miscarry much more than we realize.
That's why this ultrasound video, released for the first time, is so crucial.
We've been able to track the fetal development, make sure that everything is still going okay and everything's wonderful.
The zoo has used ultrasounds for some time, but technology has improved and images are much more clear.
You can see the pulsing of the beating heart and the little fist stretching, and you can just see the fetus shifting around and moving in there. It was very cool.
The way these images are possible is through training and the gorillas' trust with the team that cares for them.
The animals are trained to come and they basically sit on a little station and they present their belly.
And the good news is mom-to-be is doing great.
Here's Akenji resting, something she's doing a lot of because she's due at the end of June. And if everything goes smoothly, she'll give birth right here in the enclosure.
We've all got our fingers and toes crossed that everything goes well, but we definitely have backup plans. We know what to do if she needs a little help.
And she has a village to help her.
There's not much better for a gorilla troop than to have a new baby born. It really brings the group together. Those bonds really solidify. Everybody loves a baby.
And the gorillas are a popular feature at the zoo. They've made headlines several times, including the gorilla Kwame for his muscles and swagger that made the female gorillas swoon.
Did he write that?
I'm sure he must have. I love a baby watch for babies.
That was a fascinating
animals.
story. So much I learned there that I did not know. So that was a good one.
Yeah. Well, when we return on Good Morning Northwest, breakfast may be getting a little more expensive.
While you'll see the price of orange juice increasing at the grocery store and how long it'll stay like that. More business headlines are on the way.
As summer approaches, it's time to start planning your family's next adventure. Our RVs are the perfect way to experience the great outdoors and make memories with your loved ones. With spacious interiors and modern amenities, your family will be comfortable and happy no matter where your journey takes you. Make this summer unforgettable with Broadmoor RV. Your adventure awaits. Visit us today and start planning your family's next great escape. Broadmoor RV.
We make camping fun.
Hi, this is Paul Wood at Woods Nursery. These
are our arborvitaes for this season. We're running a special on them. They're 67 footers. They're $89.95 while they last. We've got fountains too, over 60 of them to choose from. Flowering trees. We have 5 acres of nursery stock. It's absolutely full this year. And we'd love to see you come out and join us. And we appreciate your business with over 50 years Woods Nursery.
The Memorial Day mattress sale has been extended. Get big discounts on all your favorite mattress brands with even bigger savings on Serta iComfort Eco and Beauty Rest Black Hybrid sets. Plus, no interest financing with no money down at Walker's.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
Dear 2031, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on many of your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Busy work week or feeling under the weather? Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic, located on Chardonnay Avenue, is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your health can't wait. Prosser Memorial Health's Prosser Clinic is open on weekends. Walk-ins are welcome, or call 509-786-1576 to make an appointment. This is how we care.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
In your business headlines this morning, do not drive. That's the message Nissan is giving to drivers of nearly 84,000 vehicles until they get their airbags fixed.
Takata airbags are part of an open recall, but some owners have not had them repaired. The Takata airbags recall is one of the largest recalls in U.S. history. More than 24 people in the U.S. have been killed by them, and hundreds more were allegedly injured. Vehicles on this list include 2002 to 2006 Sentras, 2002 to 2004 Pathfinders, and 02 to 03 Infiniti QX4s. Officials urge owners to immediately check to see if their car's airbag is part of the recall, and if so, call Nissan. Nissan and its Infiniti subsidiary will provide free towing and repairs.
Orange juice prices are on the rise. The citrus industry is still having trouble stabilizing its prices. Issues have included disease and effects from Hurricane Ian that impacted Florida a couple years ago. The state's orange production is expected to improve, but real change will take time. Juice inventories in the U.S. were down 13% at the beginning of the season.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, what local farmers and producers were able to take away from the 2024 Agriculture Viability Conference.
And Washington-based Boeing releasing a new report with a strategy on keeping passengers safe.
The Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended, and with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got you covered. We offer a variety of buildings and sheds that come with a 5-year limited warranty, free delivery, and setup. Whether you're ready to custom create your space or just need extra storage, we're here to help every step of the way. All in-stock buildings can be delivered within 7 to 10 days and custom builds in 3 to 4 weeks. So what are you waiting for? Find your perfect building or shed today with Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds in West Richland.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
What's up, guys? What I'm about to show you is going to change the way you shave your head forever.
You can shave your head in 90 seconds or less.
With no cuts or nicks. It's 100% waterproof.
It even works in the shower.
Introducing Remington's Balder Boss. With increased flex and 5 dual-track floating head design, get over 60% more head coverage for a faster, closer shave and skin-close results.
No nicks, no scrapes. Fit in the palm of my hand, and the results were amazing.
Shave in the shower or with any foam or gel with Japanese-grade steel blades plow through the thickest of hair. Anytime, anywhere. There's even a pop-up trimmer to complete your perfect groom. Now, you can try the Remington Balder Boss in your home for 30 days for just $14.99. Complete with a 5-year limited warranty and 100% satisfaction guarantee. You can also get our ear, nose, and brow trimmer free. Just pay separate processing and handling.
Give it a try. You won't be disappointed.
Order your Balder Boss now.
Our new orthopedic regenerative medicine clinic with Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now offering a variety of treatments, including platelet-rich plasma injections to enhance injury recovery, promote healing, and treat pain associated with early osteoarthritis. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
The Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row has been extended, and with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years, no interest. But hurry, the extended Memorial Day Super Sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, the 2024 Agriculture Viability Conference has wrapped up in Kennewick. What attendees were able to do while networking and what a local lawmaker says he's doing at the Capitol to help farmers.
A Tri-Cities organization is working to get young women involved in STEM education. We've got a look at a special open house.
Also, how you can make your voice heard with Ben Franklin Transit on the changes in the organization's annual service plan.
And meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, May 31st, 2024.
Hopefully a good Friday with some good weather. We'll check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, how's it looking out there?
And it's looking great, ladies, and the weather is going to continue to look pretty great as we head into part of the weekend. We do have some rain chances to talk about, but I think they come later in the day on Sunday. So I think most of the weekend is looking dry for all of the outdoor events going on. Right now it's dry out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. Things are quiet. Winds are light. It's a little bit on the chilly side. Temperatures are down into the 30s and 40s. Not as many 30s as there were at this time yesterday morning, though. So we have some improvement there. 36 in Ellensburg, 42 in Yakima, 43 in Tri-Cities, and 46 in Walla Walla. So you'll need that extra layer this morning, but you're not going to need it this afternoon. In fact, by 8 o'clock, we will already be in the middle 50s in the Tri-Cities, up to 72 around lunchtime, 80 degrees for a high temperature today. So a great day if you want to eat lunch outside or even eat dinner outside at your favorite restaurant's patio or deck, with those temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 70s in Yakima today under a mostly sunny sky. Walla Walla 57 at 8, 71 at noon, 78 degrees at 5. And we have the Walla Walla Music Festival kicking off today, continuing tomorrow. Weather looks great today. Weather looks great tomorrow as well. So we'll have that full weekend forecast for you. And tomorrow marks the start of the Atlantic hurricane season. So we'll have details on that latest forecast coming up in a bit. Jill, Jessica, back to you.
Thank you, Tiffany. And your top headlines now. A two-day event partnership between the WSDA and the WSU College of Agricultural, Human and Natural Resource Sciences is helping farmers around the region.
Our own Monique Ledesma reports that farmers are facing this time of year and how they're working to overcome struggles.
The first ever Washington Agriculture Viability Conference happened this week in the Tri-Cities. It gives farmers the chance to listen to a variety of panelists and keynote speakers. I spoke with the Sunnyside dairy farmer Karen Sheehan about the biggest issues she's facing on her farm.
Costs of production right now, our biggest cost of production is feed. Water weighs heavily in that cost. We're trying to figure out ways that we can irrigate more efficiently through to be able to grow the crops that we need, because if we have no water, we can't grow our crops. Therefore, we cannot apply nutrients, and that would be manure from our dairy farm.
But she says she and her neighbors are taking a team approach to the problem.
For example, in this drought year, where we've got a 54% water level, we're able to share and use waters, and this is through the Rosa Canal, and so through that, less water is wasted, and we're conserving water, and so we're keeping tabs. One of the farmers keeps a spreadsheet, and so we're making sure that almost not a drop of water is wasted, really.
Farmers at the event say although people might not think about it, agriculture goes beyond the farm and touches everyone.
Nothing happens without farms. I don't care how far removed you are from agriculture or the rural areas of the world. Nobody's removed from it. Everybody has to eat.
There is so much more to how that milk got to the store shelf. And so all the way from the water, growing the crops, feeding the cows, milking the cows, and putting nutrients back onto the soil, it's a full circle. And so being able to share what we do every single day and how that milk gets to that grocery store shelf is very important for us to be able to tell that story.
Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma for Apple Valley News Now.
The conference also had several keynote speakers like Washington Lieutenant Governor Denny Heck and Washington Congressman Dan Newhouse. Newhouse says he's working on passing a farm bill to make sure farmers have what they need from the federal government.
Encouraging agricultural exports, research, development, innovation in agriculture to keep us on the cutting edge of technology, or the very important safety net programs we have, insurance programs, those vehicles that can be used to help farmers get through the tough times so that we make sure that they're here all the time to help us produce the food and fiber and fuel that we need in this country.
Newhouse says the Agriculture Committee just passed that bill out of committee last week, and the next step is to refine the bill to present it to the floor of the House of Representatives. And Boeing says it'll make sweeping changes to reassure the flying public and industry regulators that its planes are safe to fly.
Boeing delivered that plan to the FAA earlier today after the infamous door plug blowout on board a 737 MAX in January. The FAA sent auditors to Boeing's 737 MAX plant in Renton. Their findings triggered the order to Boeing to assess, overhaul, and present the safety roadmap. Going forward, Boeing and FAA leaders said they will meet weekly on progress implementing the plan, and the FAA will conduct monthly reviews.
Federal lawmakers are pressing the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate the oil industry for alleged collusion and price fixing. Those lawmakers include Washington Senator Maria Cantwell and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer.
The lawmakers sent a letter to the DOJ pointing to allegations against a Texas oil tycoon. Earlier this month, the FTC accused Scott Sheffield of trying to collude with OPEC and its allies to keep oil supply artificially low. Regulators cited hundreds of text messages between Sheffield and high-ranking OPEC officials discussing pricing, production, and oil market dynamics. Sheffield responded to the FTC's allegations on Tuesday, arguing that the agency mischaracterized the facts and evidence.
And Women of Wisdom Tri-Cities hosted a ribbon cutting for a new EV charging station on Rainier Street.
Young girls also had the opportunity to learn about careers and opportunities in the transportation industry. The organization took the opportunity to teach about hands-on electric car activity in relation to a future career in STEM. As far as the charging area, this launch marks the second location of the Zero Emissions EV Community Car Share program. Leaders from the U.S. Department of Transportation were also on hand, along with representatives from Women and Girls in Transportation. Ben Franklin Transit is releasing its 2024 annual service plan for public comment, and they are asking you to attend a virtual open house to learn more about it.
The 30-day public comment period will end on June 28th, so you have about a month to make your voice heard. The plan originally was about BFT's fixed route service, but with the possible loss of its Climate Commitment Act funds, the board is making adjustments. The virtual open house will be June 5th, starting at 3 p.m. on Zoom. An adoption of the plan will take place during the regular BFT board meeting on July 11th.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, hydroplanes are out on the water today.
Yes, they are, and Riley Fitzgerald has the details on spring training that's happening on this beautiful Friday, and she breaks down how the boat races are also inspiring middle schoolers to get books in their hands.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Tonight has a case we all thought was solved.
Somebody has my dog.
Holly Bobo.
Holly Bobo.
Been blown wide open.
Now, the key witness changing his story.
What does he tell you?
Tells me he made the whole thing up.
2020 tonight on ABC.
I'm a real wild one.
Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Wild Edition for $339 a month for 36 months, or purchase with $3.9 for 36 and get $2,000 wild bonus cash.
The Memorial Day savings have been extended at all Walker's Furniture stores with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands. Get the biggest savings of the season or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing.
During these final days at Walker's.
Did you know besides crooked teeth being embarrassing, it can cause excessive wear and tear to your teeth and jaw muscles?
The overlaps and crevices formed by misaligned teeth can make it impossible to fully clean your teeth, directly contributing to the development of periodontal disease. This in turn puts you at greater risk for chronic systemic diseases such as obesity, rheumatoid arthritis, and cancer.
We have the knowledge and capability to effectively optimize your oral health and give you the smile you deserve.
The story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down at the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow linksmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Floating down a river.
There's lots of rapids and we go under bridges.
And some fly fishing, too.
We're going to have a fun day out on the river catching the wild native red band trout.
Fly the Northwest over the Spokane River. Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
I'm comfortable being silent sometimes. All right, next thing. You're going to be silent now.
Next live, Jason Derulo and Sarah Hyland. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today, hydroplanes hit the Columbia River for the start of the boat race season. H1 Unlimited boats and Grand Prix Americas are going to be out on the water.
Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now from Columbia Park in Kennewick prior to the Tri-City Waterfolly spring testing. Good morning, Riley. How can people get involved today?
The 5 today, boats will be on the Columbia, hydroplanes will be out on the water. If you want to watch spring testing, boats are going to be out here. Admission is free, but there will be a $5 close by parking fee at Columbia Park. Other outlying parking is free. Some of these hydroplanes have been out here since yesterday, but once again, they won't be on the water until later on this morning. I actually recognize some of these boats from yesterday, like the H1 bucket list right there. That's the orange one. There's a lot of crews out here early this morning getting ready for this event. The H1 bucket list stopped by a local middle school as a reading reward that was part of the Racing to Read program. Participating middle school students who read 10 or more books during the school year got free tickets to the boat races in July. And this year, Horse Heaven Hills middle schoolers won by having the most participation. That meant the students got to see hydroplanes up close, staged right in front of their school.
So I said, sure, anything to get my reluctant readers and encourage those who are reading to keep reading, right? An incentive beyond a grade. So the school that turned in the most completed forms had the opportunity to have multiple hydroplanes, the limiteds, the lights, the unlimited come out in the school. And so this year our school won. We turned in the most, so this is their reward for doing that.
Racing to Read is a nonprofit dedicated to encouraging reading for middle school students. It was introduced last year just to Kennewick middle schoolers, partnered with the Tri-City Water Follies, but now it's expanded to more Tri-Cities schools. The school with the highest participation receives a visit from some hydroplanes and has their school logo featured on one of the H1 boats during the boat races. This year, Horse Heaven Hills came out with the top participation.
They even had kids who were not normal readers actually came out and read just so they could actually get their boat race tickets and to actually help their school win. So if your school has the most participation, you win the Racing to Read competition, and we actually bring the boats. That's why we're at Horse Heaven Hills, is they actually had the most participation this year.
Of those forms, a great incentive to keep reading beyond a school grade. So once again today, boats will be on the Columbia from 9 to 5 o'clock for spring training. And if you miss it today, the next time to see hydroplanes on the Columbia will be the Richland Regatta Father's Day weekend. Reporting live from Kennewick, I'm Riley Fitzgerald for Good Morning Northwest. Jill and Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, the weekend weather is looking great for some outdoor activities like the boat races, if you're going to see that today, or the boats testing for the races.
That's right. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
You're gonna need a new bumper. Did you say burger? Guac? Santa Fe burger sauce. Burger. Jalapeno pepper. Burger. Cheese. Burger. Spicy cheese bacon. Guac. Cheese. Bacon.
Carl's Jr. El Diablo is back. Get a single for $5.99.
Hey, burger! Get burger.
It's the end of the school year graduation sale here at the Ottawa, and look at the 2016 Ford Explorer Platinum Leather Loaded for only $19.95. Wow, what a deal. Or how about this 2018 Honda Civic for 61,000 miles for only $19.95? It's like new. Or check out the 2020 Cherokee Laredo eSport 4x4 for only $24.95. All season ready. And Chevy lovers, how about this 2020 Malibu LS for only $19.95? Super clean. And how about this 2020 Rogue SL with only 46,000 miles loaded with premium wheels? Don't let this graduation sale pass you by. Visit us at OttawaNW.com.
Kick off the Memorial Aquatic Park summer season on June 13th at 3 p.m. with our $3 Schools Out special. The 1 p.m. daily open swim will then begin on June 14th for the rest of the summer. Get your season pass, inquire about swim lessons, or sign up for a swim team today. Join all the special events that Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer all summer long. You can learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, and do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Watch for it in your mailbox or pick up a copy in store. All regular price Carhartt Force short sleeve pocket tees are 25% off. Find all women's silver jeans at $20 off. Plus save on an Igloo BMX 52-quart cooler, now just $89.99. Find these hot savings and more with our latest mailer at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest, homegrown, honest values.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters, stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
Give in to your devilish desires. Scorch your taste buds. It's Carl's Jr.'s El Diablo Burger.
I'm short on cash.
It's just $5.99.
Fine.
The Carl's Jr. El Diablo Single, just $5.99.
Need burger? Get burger.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. We have the starts of the Atlantic hurricane season that starts tomorrow and runs through the end of November. And NOAA is predicting an above average season. In fact, 85% chance that this season will be above average. And here are the numbers that they put out a couple of days ago. The amount of named storms they're forecasting, 17 to 25, hurricanes 8 to 13, major hurricanes, which is a category 3, 4, or 5, they're forecasting 4 to 7. So all of these ranges well above a typical year's average. And there were many factors that went into forecasting an above average season. So here are the most important ones. Right now, we have near record warm Atlantic Ocean temperatures where those storms form and move across. So that's important. That provides the fuel for these storms. We're expecting La Nina to develop as well in the Pacific. That means cooler temperatures over the equatorial Pacific. So the water right near the equator in the Pacific will be cooler this year, and that results in less wind shear in the Atlantic. And that's important because hurricanes don't like wind shear. Wind shear tears these storms apart. So if there's less wind shear, these storms will have a better chance of growing into these tropical systems and hurricanes. So that is why we could see more of them and more powerful ones. There's also potential for an active African monsoon season. Remember, off the west coast of Africa, that's where these waves come off and they move into the Pacific. And that's the start of what could eventually become a tropical system. So a lot of factors pointing toward an above average season, something to keep in mind if you have family along the Gulf Coast or East Coast of the U.S. and if you're going to be vacationing in the Caribbean or somewhere in the Atlantic over the next few months. Out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam, things are quiet. We're looking at plenty of sunshine out there in Richland. It is still on the chilly side, but these temperatures are going to jump a good amount at the top of the hour. 43 in Tri-Cities, 46 Walla Walla, 42 in Yakima. Winds are light. They're going to stay light all day today. And look at this forecast. This is pretty seasonable, pretty typical for this time of year. 80 in Tri-Cities, 78 Walla Walla, 79 in Hermiston, and 78 degrees in Yakima. Clouds will be increasing tonight. It will be a mild night, so not quite as chilly as this morning with temperatures in the 50s as you're waking up tomorrow. Tomorrow will feature more in the way of cloud cover. It's not going to be as pretty as today, mostly cloudy, but I think we're going to stay dry, maybe a sprinkle or two, but chances of that even happening pretty low. So I think your Saturday is dry, which is good news for any of those outdoor events ongoing, and it will be a breezy day. The wind will pick up tomorrow. You will notice that. 82 in the Tri-City, 79 Walla Walla, 80 degrees in Toppenish, and 78 in Yakima. As we take you into Sunday, Sunday's going to be cloudy. Sunday morning is looking dry, but notice how the showers start to get a little bit closer to the Yakima Valley at noon. I think we're still dry across the rest of the region, but these showers will gradually work their way from west to east Sunday afternoon and especially into Sunday night and during the day on Monday. That's when we could see widespread rain. So 80 degrees today, beautiful, nice weather tomorrow, 82, a little bit on the breezy side. 76 Sunday with the chance for showers late in the day, better chances Sunday night into Monday. Yakima 78 today, breezy tomorrow 78. Great weather though for the aviation day. 70 degrees Sunday with the chance for afternoon showers and those rain showers continuing into Monday. As for Walla Walla, we have the music festival going on today and tomorrow. Upper 70s, breezy tomorrow though, and then we have those rain chances back in play Sunday night into Monday. Hermiston 79 today, back in the 80s tomorrow with a chance for some light showers late Sunday into Monday. Ladies?
Thank you, Tiffany, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the morning sprint.
But first, here's a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, inside the $1 million plan to dive back down to the Titanic.
The natural question is why? I think all of us have to decide, is this kind of exploration and this kind of research valid and important?
Wealthy entrepreneur and Ohio native Larry Connor feels the trip can be made safely. And this morning, he's speaking out to GMA.
What is then the purpose of this planned dive down to the Titanic?
To demonstrate safety. If you look at submersibles that have been DNV certified, there's never been an accident. The Ocean Gate vessel was not certified and would never have been.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this daring plan to return to the resting site of the Titanic and why Larry Connor believes it'll be a success. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Type 2 diabetes? Discover the Ozempic Trizone. I got the power of 3. I lowered my A1C, CV risk, and lost some weight.
In studies, the majority of people reached an A1C under 7 and maintained it.
I'm under 7.
Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events such as stroke, heart attack, or death in adults also with known heart disease.
I'm lowering my risk.
Adults lost up to 14 pounds.
I lost some weight.
Ozempic isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take Ozempic if you or your family ever had medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2 or if allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Ozempic with a sulfonylurea or insulin may increase low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Living with type 2 diabetes?
Ask about the power of 3 with Ozempic.
Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:55.
We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories.
Starting off, the Yakima Airport is having its first ever Aviation Day this Saturday. It's a free, family-friendly event all about flight. While there won't be an air show this time, there will be aircrafts on display, planes flying in and out, food vendors, live music, and activities for the kids. It's happening from 10 to 4 on Saturday at the Yakima Airport.
From 9 to 5 today, boats are hitting the water, hydroplanes back on the Columbia. If you want to watch the spring training, admission is free, but there will be a $5 close by parking fee at Columbia Park. Other outlying parking is free. There's also going to be food vendors and a beer garden.
Ben Franklin Transit is releasing its 2024 annual service plan for public comment, and they're asking you to attend a virtual open house to learn more about it. The virtual open house will be June 5th, starting at 3 p.m. on Zoom. Adoption of the plan will take place during the regular BFT board meeting on July 11th.
And it is a bit of a chilly start early on this Friday morning with temperatures in the low and middle 40s, but it'll end up being a beautiful day. Lots of sunshine with highs around 80 degrees, which is where we should be for this time of the year outside of the Tri-Cities. High temperatures will likely stay in the upper 70s, but winds will be variable at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So light winds today, however, the winds will pick up tomorrow. So here's an event going on, the Classy Chassis Car Show and Shine. This is going to be tomorrow from 10 to 3 in downtown Kennewick. Temperatures will be starting off in the lower 70s at the start of the event and then rising into the lower 80s, and the wind will be picking up. Pretty nice weather. Dry weather expected for that event. We also have the Tri-Cities Pride Festival. That is going to be on Sunday at Peanuts Park in Pasco. I think the wind will be picking up a little bit during the afternoon. Cloudy, temperatures in the 70s all afternoon, and there will be a slight chance for a couple of showers toward the second half of the event. But if any rain falls during that event on Sunday, it is going to be on the light side. So you may want to bring the rain gear just in case. 7-day forecast showing that we have better chances for rain Sunday night into the day on Monday, and then we warm it up in a big way next week. Thursday, we could hit 90. Yakima, 78 today, 78 tomorrow, and a little bit breezy, but great weather for Aviation Day at the airport. 70 Sunday with showers moving in Sunday afternoon into the day on Monday, and Monday is looking windy for everyone. Walla Walla, great weather for the Music Fest today and tomorrow. Enjoy it. Slight chance for showers late Sunday, better chances Sunday night into Monday. Jill and Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany, and thanks for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest.
Your local news is back tonight at 5, and you can find the latest updates on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.